begin. We have another participant today. Hi, Nia. Let's begin. Sit comfortably, close your eyes. Bring all your awareness to the body, the physical body, starting from the toes, the feet. Check in. Going up the legs. Make sure you're not clenching, tightening any muscles. Your hips, your buttocks are relaxed. The lower back, the buttocks, there's no clenching. Move your awareness up the spine. Sitting tall, back straight. Your shoulders are open and away from the ears. Relax. Both your arms, all the way to the fingers and palms. Relaxed and easy. Your belly is soft, relaxed, so that it can move as you breathe. The chest, the rib cage is open. Your neck is relaxed. The back of your head, the top of your head, relax. Your face muscles, let go and relax. Include the whole of your body in your awareness. And now observe the breathing as well. As you breathe in, can you feel the expansion in the body? As you breathe out, can you feel that release, the relaxation? The inhalations have an expansive upward quality. The exhalations have a more contracting downward energy. So with every breath, there is this balance between that active upward energy and the relaxing downward energy. Now mentally, in your head, start counting as you breathe in. See how many seconds you're taking to breathe in. So when you start inhaling, mentally count 1, 2, 3. See how long your breathing is. Same thing when you exhale. Gently counting. Relaxed and effortless breathing. You don't have to make an effort to make it longer. In fact, the more you relax, it starts becoming longer effortlessly. See how many seconds you're taking to breathe in and out. Now see if you can breathe in and out for the same number of seconds. Let's say you're breathing in for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4. If it's 3, keep it at 3. whatever is comfortable for you, which means after you inhale, there is no rush of the breath out, or there is no need to breathe in suddenly after you breathe out. If that's happening, you can keep it a little shorter. Slowly, the breath will start getting extended. When you stay natural, relax. Feel that the body is open for the breath to go deeper. And just let go as you breathe out. It's not the effort to push the air out, just feeling that I'm open. I'm not stopping the air from flowing out. Now see what is the most comfortable breathing pattern for you, or the span of your breathing. Can you go up to 5 seconds? If not, stay with 3 or 4 wherever you are. But otherwise, we'll try to maintain that 5-second inhalations, exhalations for now. Samavritti pranayama. We can say pranayama when we try to intentionally make it longer. But for now, we'll just say samavritti breathing. You're breathing in and out for 5 seconds. Now, when we keep our awareness on the breathing, counting is one way to remain aware. And if the breath is balanced, there is generally a state of ease, stability, balance in all aspects of this form. So through the asanas also, we'll try and remember to stay with the same span of breathing. Now setting that intention to remain aware of the breath, to stay light and open with the body, with the breathing, maintaining that equal breath throughout the practice. Let us chant our 3 rounds of Om. You can hold your hands in a chin mudra or join your palms. Take a relaxed full breath in. Two more rounds. Mouth also open as you chant. Making sure you're keeping the body comfortable, no clenching, tightening. Rub your palms. Pop your eyes and slowly blink them open. So you can stretch your legs out in front of you. Today we'll just release any tightness and tension by just clenching and relaxing all the muscles. So it's called progressive muscle relaxation also, which means you start clenching part by part and then slowly release it all together. So you can start by tightening, clenching your toes, your ankles, tighten your calf muscles, your knees. You can let the knees bend, clench your thighs, start sucking your belly in, round your shoulders, tighten your back, shoulders, arms also. You can make a fist with your elbows bent. You're contracting the body. Tighten all the muscles in your face as if you're frowning, scrunching all the face muscles, even the mouth pouting. Now keep breathing here, tightening all the muscles, clenching, holding all the tension for a bit. And as you breathe out next, just release. Relax all the muscles in the legs, the whole of the torso, the arms, the neck, shoulders, the face. You can keep your hands back and relax also for a bit. And now you can slowly come up to a standing position. Let's shake out any little bit of tightness that's left. Just move your neck in different directions, up, down, sideways, twisting, whatever you feel like, or just rotations, releasing any tension in the neck area. And start moving your shoulders, maybe one shoulder at a time. Whatever movements you want for the shoulders, maybe move your arms open and close, up and down. Just swinging your arms comfortably in different ways. Shake your wrists and your fingers. And your feet slightly apart. You can loosely flap your arms along against the side of your hip. Now move your arms, swing your arms upwards as you look back. If fast movement doesn't work for you, go slow and easy. And coming back to the center, just start lifting your heels. And shake one leg out all the way to the ankle and toes. And shake the other leg out. And relax. Just take a few moments. See if there's still any tightness in any part. Now place your palms on your thighs in front. As you breathe out, bring your chin to the chest. Roll your back. Slowly slide your arms down the legs. Going all the way down. Let your hands hang loose. And as you breathe in, you can slide your fingers up the leg, straighten the lower back, middle back, upper back, the neck. And now come to the top of your mat. Take a few moments to come into your Samasthiti. Standing with your feet slightly apart. Standing tall. See if your hips are pushed out too much or are you tucking it too intensely, actively. Just trying to point that tailbone down towards the floor. Your shoulders are open, palms facing the thighs. We'll do the Ashtanga type A Surya Namaskaras. And in this variation of Surya Namaskaras, the hands only go up and down from the sides. The first round, you can go along with me. Try to come to your Samavriti breathing. See how relaxed and easy your breathing can be. The belly soft, moving as you breathe. Settle into that rhythm. Mentally, you can keep counting. Now let us all exhale. As you inhale, raise your arms from the sides, join the palms, look up at the palms. Take an extra breath here, breathing out, breathing in. And as you breathe out, hands coming down from the side into a forward fold. Uttanasana. First round, you can keep the knees bent. Allow the head to drop down, looking at the knees. And as you breathe in next, slide your palms up the legs, place it below the knees, look to the front of the room. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Look to the front of the room. That way your spine will lengthen. Pushpa, look to the front, ahead of you. You have to lift your head a little to look to the front. And as you breathe out, place both your palms on the mat, go into a plank. Take both the legs back one by one. Shift the whole body weight so that the shoulders are right above the wrists. Your hips are neither falling too low or neither raised too high. Right in the middle, where you feel a little bit of tension in the core muscles. Push the heels to the back of the room. Spread your fingers, press into the base of the fingers and knuckles as well. Now from here, you can either hold your breath and go into a half push-up, or you breathe in, place your knees down, breathe out, the chest and chin down to Ashtanga. And the next inhalation, raising up to an upward dog. So you straighten the arms as you look up, and if you're comfortable, stretch the toes to the back, lift your knees also off the mat. It's a full cobra. Allow the chest to be open. As you breathe out next, tuck your toes. You can go into a downward facing dog. Push the hips up high towards the ceiling. You can step your feet forward one step if you need to. Now here you're going to stay for a couple of breaths. If it's very intense, you can bend the knees in between and straighten up again. 4, 3, keep counting, maintaining the Samavriti breathing. 2, 1. Now, looking between your palms, as you breathe in next, step both the feet forward. Place your palms a little below the knees, look to the front, half forward fold. As you breathe out, go into a full forward fold. Release the arms, let your head drop forward. As you breathe in, you lift your hands up from the sides, coming all the way up, lengthening upward. Join the palms, look up. As you breathe out, hands coming down from the sides. Observe how the first round felt for you. What's happening in the body? Is your body feeling comfortable? Is your breathing still equal? Is it fluctuating? Doesn't matter what is happening. You just observe. Come back to that state of samasthiti. Neutral, stable in the body and the breathing. So while you're standing in samasthiti, let me repeat what the steps are so that the next 2 rounds you can go at your own pace. If you want, you can turn towards the screen. So you can just observe and you will remember it when you have to do. I will just do 1 round to show you what the sequence is. So you exhale here in samasthiti, inhale and you join your palms. Of course, you'll go slower. I'm moving a little faster to show you. And then the forward fold, then the half forward fold looking to the front. This is where you create that length in your spine. And breathing out, you go into your plank. Like I said, you can breathe in, knees down, breathe out, chest and chin down. If not, you can just hold your breath, go into a half push-up, and then rise up to an upward dog. If upward dog doesn't work for you, keep your knees and hips on the mat with the elbows bent. That's fine to be in cobra. And then go into a downward dog. Here you will take 5 breaths. And then step forward with both the feet, palms on the shins, look to the front. Half forward fold, complete forward fold, hands up from the side, Urdhva Hastasana, join the palms. And as you breathe out, hands down, coming back to Samasthiti. Now you can go for 2 rounds at your own pace. Take your time. Okay, I see Sushmita has joined. I will do it along with her anyway. Hi, Sushmita. We were just doing a different style of Surya Namaskaras. You can.
Good morning.
Good morning. You can come to a Samasthiti, standing position at the top of your mat. Allow your breathing to stabilize. Now, as you breathe in, raise your arms, joining the palms. Look up towards your joint palms. Lengthen from the soles of your feet. As you breathe out next, take your hands down from the sides. In this one, we take the hands only from the sides. Go into a full forward bend. You can keep your knees bent if needed. Try to reach your fingertips to the mat. Look at your knees. As you breathe in, slide your palms to bring them just below the knees and look to the front of the room. Half forward fold. As you breathe out, you will place both your palms on the mat. Take both the legs back to come into a plank. And now, in the plank, you have to make sure the hips are not sagging or lifting too much. Right in the middle is when the core will be engaged. Now, breathing in, knees down. Breathing out, you slowly lean forward to bring the chest and chin down without touching the belly to the mat. But even if the belly touches, just lift the hips and the belly a little. Your chin is on the mat. Now, as you breathe in, flatten on the mat, lift your head, shoulders. If you can, straighten the arms fully, looking up. As you breathe out, tuck your toes, go into a downward dog, and stay there for a few breaths. Spread your fingers, press into the fingers, the knuckles, the palms. Feel that your hips are being pushed up towards the ceiling. And as you breathe in, look to the front edge of your mat. Bring one foot. You can even place your knees down. Bring one foot forward, then the other foot. And then place your palms on the shins below the knees. Look to the front of the room. As you breathe out, bend forward completely. It's okay if your hands are hanging loose. Feel free to keep the knees bent. And as you breathe in, you will take your hands from the sides, come up all the way. Join your palms, look up. As you breathe out, hands coming down by the side. Now observe how you're feeling. Let your breathing and the body relax a little bit. Those of you who are done, if you're done with one cycle, take a break and then move to the next. Or if you're done with both the cycles, just observe your breathing, the body, come back to your Samavritti, belly breathing. So now, Sushmita, we can go to the next cycle. You start from the top of the mat, from the front of the mat. That will help come back in the same position. Breathing in, raise your arms, join the palms. Breathing out, hands from the sides, going into a forward bend. Let your head drop forward, looking towards the legs. Breathing in, palms below the knees, look to the front of the room. Breathing out, bend your knees, place both the fingers down. If that's not possible, take one leg back and place the fingers down. And then you can take the other leg back. And now, breathe in and bring your knees down. Breathe out, chest and chin down. Ashtanga Namaskara. As you breathe in, flatten, bring the belly down, stretch the toes out. Spreading the fingers in your palms, lift your head, chest as much as you can. As you breathe out, you tuck your toes, lift your hips, lift the knees, going into a downward facing dog. Now stay there for a few breaths. If it's difficult or challenging, you can bend the knees slightly. And now looking to the front edge of your mat, as you breathe in, you can place the knees down if you need to. Step one foot and then the other foot forward. Place your palms below the knees. Look to the front of the room. And as you breathe out, go into a full forward fold. Drop your head down. As you breathe in, lift your hands from the sides, coming up all the way. Join your palms, look up. As you breathe out, hands come down from the sides. Now keep your hands and legs relaxed. You can close your eyes. Notice what's happening in the body. Is there any discomfort because of the practice so far? Observe. Then we can just observe with a relaxed mind, being okay with whatever is happening. All the discomfort starts dissolving. Let your body relax a bit. Let your breathing settle down. The rest of you, we started with Samavritti breathing. Are you able to maintain that? If not, come back to it. Keep the belly soft so it can move as you breathe in and out. Today we are counting mentally as we breathe in and out to see how many seconds we're taking and trying to keep the breath equal as far as possible. It will vary, it might vary when you're doing your asanas, but when we come to Samasthiti, at least we try to come back to it. And now, today we'll practice the Utkatasana, chair pose. So for that, your feet will be slightly apart, hip width apart. Raise your arms up as you breathe in. Keep the arms parallel. You can even keep them slightly open. You don't want any compression in the shoulders. So feel free, because we're going to stay here for a while. See which position of the arms is comfortable, closer or a little open. And now, as you breathe out next, you will sink down. Take your hips back as if you're sitting on a chair. Now there's a difference. Your upper body might slowly lean forward a bit, which is perfectly okay. What can happen is your knees are just coming forward. We don't want that to happen. You can look down at your knees if you want. The knees are not moving, only your hips are going backward and downward. Try not to bend the upper body. See how much you can go, keeping the whole back, the arms, the head in line. Just taking the hips down. Stop where it's comfortable for you. There is a little bit of challenge in the thighs, especially maybe on the knees. You should be able to see the tip of your toes from front of the knees. If the knees are going too much forward, you won't be able to see the toes. If it's too intense, you can raise up a bit. So stay where you are. Even here, can you keep counting as you breathe? If your arms feel very tired, you can bring your hands in a namaste also. Otherwise, stay with the arms raised for just 3. You're building strength in the legs. Stay active in the upper body, the arms, the shoulders. And 1. Slowly straighten up. Relax your arms. And observe how the body is feeling. Where did the posture feel intense? Allow any differences, discomfort to dissolve. Strengthening asanas can feel a little more intense. The breathing might vary. So just observe. Allow the body to relax. Come back to its neutral state of samasthiti. Keep the belly free so that it can move as you breathe. Expanding as you breathe in. Going back as you breathe out. And when you're feeling calm and stable, open your feet out wide. See how wide you can open comfortably. And now turn the toes outward. The heels are more inward, like a V shape. And openly, your toes are out, pointing outward. The same way that we went into chair, we go into a goddess pose, Devi Asana, feeling that power, that energy coursing through us. So with the legs apart, open your arms out sideways as you breathe in. You can bend your elbows so that the forearms, upper arms are at right angles. You can keep your fingers out wide, slightly bent, like, the paws of a lion. So you can keep it that way or hold a chin mudra. So this is basically a goddess pose, just to feel that power. You can keep your fingers wide open or hold a chin mudra. And now as you breathe out, again, don't bend the knees forward, try to take the hips down, as if there is a stool or a bench in between and you're trying to sit on it. In this, we try to keep the back straight. It's okay, yes. So that's good. Otherwise, there's a tendency to lean forward. See if you can keep the back straight, sink down. Now you can even close your eyes if you can. Otherwise, just look at the floor. Keep your awareness on the body. Get back to counting as you breathe in mentally. And as you're breathing in, feel that fresh energy giving you the power to hold the asana. You can lift your arms so that the elbows are at shoulder level. If your elbows are lower, stay strong and active. 3, 2, mentally, can you stay calm knowing that you have the power to hold this? And 1, slowly straightening up. Release your arms. Relax. Now turn your toes slightly inward. Your toes were pointing outward. Now turn them slightly inward. They can be parallel or even turned inward. Let's go into a forward fold. So breathing in, raise your arms. Breathing out. Start leaning forward. Come halfway, looking to the front. So that way you will not round your back right away. If it's intense, you can feel free to bend the knees. And now slowly place your palms in front of you. On the floor. With your palms down, if you want, you can open the legs out a little wider. if it's comfortable. And then slowly drop the head forward. Your head is hanging loose, trying to look at the back of the room. If you're comfortable, walk your palms, take them right in between where the feet are, in line with the feet. Otherwise, keep them front, doesn't matter. And once you're in the pose, check if all the weight is on the heels. In that case, shift a little bit of the weight to the toes also, leaning forward a bit. That will take you deeper into the stretches. Can you stay with your breathing? Maintain your Samavritti breathing here. Every inhalation, exhalation, opening the body up a little more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you moved your palms back, walk them forward a little bit. Bring your feet a little closer. Just move the heels, toes, so that you can come back stable. Now, as you breathe in, raise your arms to shoulder level again and start coming up gently. Take your time. Relax your arms and step your feet together. Observe again how you're feeling in the body. Come back to that samasthiti. And you can slowly come down to a seated position. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Staff pose, Dandasana. Sitting comfortably. Now we will try to bring the legs in an ankle to knee pose, which means you place the left leg first, such that it is parallel to the chest and shoulders or parallel to the edge of the mat. Usually when we sit cross-legged, the heel goes in. Try to bring the heel forward a little, the ankle forward. And then place the other leg right on top. If it's comfortable, both the legs are placed like this, one on top of another with the triangle. But if it's difficult, it's okay if one ankle is in. Try to place the other ankle on top of the knee and stay here. This gives a little bit more of a stretch on the outer hip. Whatever is comfortable. Otherwise, a regular cross-leg position is okay. Just see which leg is on top, because later we will be changing. We usually have the habit of sitting, like for me, the right ankle will be on top usually, the natural way. So just observe which one is on top. Now adjust your sitting posture. We'll go into a side stretch from here. Breathing in, raise your arms up. Whichever ankle is on top, we bend to that side. Now my right ankle is on top, so I will go to the right side. Place your palm down in line with your hips, wherever it's comfortable. Look up once, and then adjust your head. You can look to the front or look down, wherever it's comfortable, and slowly allow the body to settle down. If you're okay, you can place the elbow down. Otherwise, just stay on your palm. You can close your eyes here. There's no chance of losing balance. Come back to your breath awareness, counting as you breathe. Feel the expansion in the whole body as you breathe in. Allow the body to go down a little more as you breathe out. Four. See if you're clenching. Relax the muscles. You want to challenge the body, but if you're struggling with it, then you won't be able to breathe easy. So in that case, you can just make it a little easier, maybe rise up a little. So feel free to adjust. Be comfortable so that the muscles open up. And 1. Now slowly pressing into the palm which is on the mat. As you breathe in, come up. We'll also go into a twist from here, the same side. So with your hands raised, feel tall, as if you're lengthening from the tailbone to the top of the head. And as you breathe out, twist to the same side. If it was the right side you bent to, you twist to the right, so your left palm will come on the right knee. The other hand, place it on the floor behind you. And now try to look over your shoulder. You can close your eyes here and just feel the body. See if you can feel whether the spine is leaning back too much. That can happen if your hand is very far away from the body on the floor. So you can move it a little closer to the body. See if your palms are pressing into the knee and into the floor. Try to become more active in the chest, upper back. Light on your palms. Observe what's happening in every muscle when you breathe in and out. Breathing in, feel that expansion. Where do you feel it? Breathing out, exhale completely. Gently pull the belly button in. 3, 2, you're allowing your body to let go of any knots, tightness in every posture that we practice. And 1. As you breathe in, you can start lifting your hands up, untwisting, coming back to the front. Release the arms. Release the legs. Take a few moments. And then cross your legs such that the other leg is on top. So for me now, the right is going to be down, the left is going to come on top. So even cross-legged, you can cross it once and see how you did it earlier naturally. And now try to bring the other ankle on top. Changing the how you've crossed the legs or how you've placed the legs. Sit tall. Now breathing in, raise your arms. We will lean to the side on the other side. As you breathe out, first place the palm down and then slowly allow the body to go as much as possible. Try to look up once. That will keep the chest and the shoulder joint open. And then you can place your head in any way comfortable. Look to the front, look down, doesn't matter. And then you can close your eyes. Observe how your body is. If there is tightness, see where there is tightness, which is allowing you, which is holding you back from going deeper. What muscles are stopping you from stretching deep? Keep counting as you breathe. Mentally, as you breathe in, 1, 2, 3. See how long that is. As you breathe out, count again. Gentle counting, relaxed in the body. If the arm feels tired, you can keep the elbow bent. 3, 2. Feel the stretches on the side of the body. And 1. Now slowly pressing into the palm, gently come back up. As you breathe in, stay here for a moment. The next time you breathe out, you can go into a twist. Placing the opposite palm on the knee, twisting to the same side to which you are bending right now. Try to look over your shoulder. So then the twist is coming all the way to the neck. You're trying to bring a lengthening, a stretch from the tailbone to the neck. Check if your palms are pressing hard into the knee, into the floor. tall and active, especially in the chest, the upper back. Now use your breathing to release any tension in the little muscles along the spine. Gently massage all the abdominal organs when you breathe out by gently sucking, pulling the belly button in. 3, 2, check the position of your spine. Is it leaning back? Are you nice and upright? And 1. Now slowly untwist, raising your arms up. And bring your arms down. Release the legs. Take a few moments to notice what's happening. You can keep your palms by the side or on your lap, on your knees, whatever is comfortable. Taking time to come back to Samasthiti. Now take any posture that's comfortable for you. You can sit in a simple cross-leg posture, and even one leg can be in front of the other. It doesn't matter. Right now we will practice our pranayama. For that, the back should be straight. That's the only criteria. So keep your legs comfortable either this way or in Vajrasana, sitting back on your heels, if that is comfortable for you. Remember, your breathing, when we are focusing on the breath, keep the body as relaxed. Because if you challenge it now, the breathing will become uneven. So take a position that's comfortable. We will practice Bhastrika Pranayama, where we move the arms like a bellows, forcefully breathing in and emptying out the lungs, releasing any residual carbon dioxide, flushing out the toxins. So bring your palms in front of the shoulders. You can make a loose fist. So I will just show you for a couple of rounds so you get an idea. You do both forcefully. So when you breathe in, you open the arms out. When you breathe out, as if you're just letting go, pull the arms down. So just see before you start. Sometimes what happens is the raising becomes very gentle and only pulling down becomes fast. Try to see if you can also breathe in and bring them down. And remember, whenever you feel tired, you think that your energy is going down, you can just stop and stay in that sudden silence and stillness. That is the important part where you can go into stillness. If you can, go for 20 counts. If not, whenever you feel tired, you can just stop. There's nothing to do after that. So mentally prepare, physically prepare, breathe out completely, and you can begin. Breathe in, out, in, out. Continue. Stop. Just stay. Notice the sudden stillness. For a few seconds, you may not even be breathing. Let the breathing happen whenever it has to, however it has to. Now stay with that silence, that stillness. All our yoga practices are meant to bring us to this state of stillness where suddenly the thoughts have subsided. The body is still, the mind still. And then you become aware of who it is who is aware of all this. Because the body is not moving, the mind is not moving, then who am I who is aware, alert, observing everything? Yogaschittavritti nirodha tadadrashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. When all the mental activity stills, yoga is about stilling, reducing, settling down the mental activity so that that part of you that is observing, aware all the time, that aspect of you becomes clear, becomes established. The seer in you, drashtu. If this was intense for you, just relax with your breathing. If not, we'll practice this one more round and go into stillness. Adjust your posture if needed and bring your fist in front of the shoulder. And this time, I will not talk anything after the practice. We'll just stay still. Breathe out and you can begin. Stop. Once you notice that your breath has come back to its normal pace, you can slowly lie down. Stretch your legs out and lie down on your back in that same stillness, continuing to be in stillness. Keep the feet slightly apart, hands a little away from the body. Your chin slightly tucked in so that the back of the neck also relaxes. Let go of the whole body. Savasana can be the most powerful practice because this is where there is no need for movement in the body, no need for movement in the mind, for thought waves to arise and pass. And now is when you can try to see who it is who is alert, observing everything. Are you aware of the whole body? Are you able to see whether it is relaxed completely, settling down on the floor or the mat? Who is it who is aware of the body? If you are observing the body, that part of you must be much more than just the body. Can you be aware of your breathing? Observing the flow of breath in and out. Can you feel all the sensations, the subtle sensations within the body? From the flow of energy, that life force energy, prana. If you're able to observe that, then you must be more than the energy field within and around. Can you observe the state of your mind? Right now, are there thoughts running? Is there a commentary happening, a chattering in the mind? Or is it quiet? If you're able to observe the mental activity, then you who are observing must be more than the mind as well. Now turn that awareness around to see who it is who is observing. Where is that part of you? The I that has been observing, aware since when you were born, and is constantly aware of everything happening, except when you are in deep sleep. Ask yourself, who am I? The I who is observing. Stay with that thought in complete stillness, just a little longer. When we can get that answer to who am I with the right answer, most of our questions in life will drop off. It's almost like that is the only purpose of this life, finding that answer. So for the rest of the day, after the practice today also, whenever the I comes up strongly, it can come up in terms of I am feeling good about this or bad about this. Someone said or did this to me, or something happened to my whoever, whatever. So whenever that I comes up strongly, try to pause and see who is this I who is feeling this. With that thought, let's come out of our Shavasana. Become aware of your body weight, feeling the body parts touching the surface below. You can move your fingers, toes, hands and legs slowly. Bring your feet together. You can take your hands overhead, give yourself a gentle full body stretch. Coming back active, slowly turn to one side and you can sit back up. Bring your palms together. Take a few moments to think of whatever blessings come to your mind. There is so much that we can be thankful for, starting with this body and mind that are allowing us to come on the mat for our practice. So think of the blessings that you can be grateful for. With that feeling of gratitude, that love in our hearts, take a moment to think of all beings, the people around you who you may like or not like, the whole of the human race, all other creatures. May all find peace, contentment, and realize who they really are. With that, let us end with the closing prayer. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Take a nice breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. Feel free to take a bow in that same gratitude. And then coming back up, rub your palms. Cup your eyes. You can move your palms across your face, your head, the whole body once. And cupping your eyes again, you can blink them open.